Yes, sir.
Well, I started it up the other day, and there's no screen in the middle there. The driver information screen went black.
Okay. Have you replaced anything for this problem so far?
No. I tried to check the fuses on the driver's side, and I don't see any fuses that are bad.
So usually when we see this, I'm just trying to get a diagram here for you. Usually when we see this, what we do is we pull the unit out and we check the powers and the grounds going into the back of the unit. And this will rule out a wiring problem on the vehicle. If the powers and the grounds going into the back of the unit check out good, then we know we don't have a wiring problem. We know that the fuses are good. And then that would indicate that that particular module, or in this case, the driver's information center, is just gone bad. And it just probably just needs to be replaced. Now, there's a couple things that you could do. Still can't find a diagram here. Sorry, I'm just looking for this diagram.
I tried to hard reset. I unhooked the battery. I'm both positive and negative for a couple hours.
You didn't rub the cables together for 5 minutes?
I didn't rub them together.
I would try that first before you pull the trigger and replace it.
So what do you do? Just rub the cables together? I never heard that.
Yep. So when you rub the cables together, that will actually discharge all the capacitors inside all of the modules on board the vehicle, including the driver's information center. It'll should completely drain any residual electricity, and then it might start working once you power it up again.
I'll try that then. And just in case that don't work, what's the next step?
Well, sometimes if they reflash it, the dealership software update, that might take care of it. But if it's not responding, I'll be honest with you, I'm not even sure they can do a reflash or recalibrate, because it's not even responding. That would be the only other thing. You could call them and ask, but I don't think it's possible. I don't specialize in flashing modules, so I don't know if they can do that or not, but I would be surprised. If they can't communicate with it, I don't know how that would be possible. But you could ask them. You could just give them a call and ask. But the next step, if they can't flash it, if they can, well, you might want to try that first. It might just be hours worth of labor. But if they can't, well then, we got to go ahead and replace it.
And I don't know how difficult it is. I'm pretty.
It shouldn't be that hard. See if I got a labor time for you here. Hang on. 1.1 hours labor, so just over an hour.
All right. It wouldn't do me any good anyways, because if I got one, I would have to have the dealer reprogram it anyways, right?
If it needs to be programmed, that is correct. So what you could do, this is what I would recommend that you do in your situation. If you're up in the air about what you're going to do.
I don't want to spend $500 on just somebody telling me it's bad, you know what I mean?
Well, right. And so you could pull it out and you could check the powers and grounds yourself. And then if it appears to be bad, if the powers and the grounds are good, then what you would do is you would just call the dealership, and then you'd ask to speak with the parts department, and then you would say, hey, can I get a price and a part number for the driver's information center display? The guy will look it up based on the VIN number that you give him, and he'll be like, this is the price, here's the availability, and then you're going to ask him, does this need to be programmed after installation? And if he says no, well, then you could order it and you could just do it yourself. I would think it would need to be programmed, and if he says yes, you might be able to install it yourself and then drive it to the dealership and have them then flash or program it at the time. At that time, have them do it for you. So that way you don't have to pay, like you said, all that money to have it done at the dealership.
I'm just trying to figure out the easiest way. And getting into dealerships nowadays, it takes you forever. So.
Right, exactly.
So I understand the dilemma everywhere around here. So I think the best route would be just try to rub the cables together first.
Yep.
Then try to figure out the next step to me would be the availability. Call them and they say you can order one, but it's got to be programmed and all that stuff. It might be better off just them to put it in, since they have to test it anyways. They'd take it apart and have them do the job.
Yep.
But I guess I don't know what else to say. I guess that's where we're at.
Does that answer all your questions, my friend?
So basically, there's really no fuse that would go bad on it, right?
Let me go ahead and pull up a diagram here. Hang on. So I'm sure there are fuses. Power and ground. Here we go.
And what would be the name of the fuses?
All right, so there is a fuse block instrument panel left. So left fuse block inside the vehicle. Fuse 34 David Larry.
34, I checked that one.
And then there's 23 David Larry.
That one too.
So those are the two fuses that I see that power up your instrument cluster or your driver's display.
Maybe I'll just replace them with another fuse anyways. Make sure my seeing they're not burned. But
Right.
all right, so 23 and 34. That basically be the only ones.
If you have an IPC fuse, check that one as well.
IPC fuse. All right, well, if I go with the route that I want you to send me the link to, I'm going to call and see what the availability is in there. I mean, no sense taking it all apart and finding out that I'm going to have to cost dealer price anyway, so
Right. Yep.
it's probably something you just couldn't buy online anyways.
Well, funny you brought that up because there are websites out there. So, for example, instrumentclusters.com.
Right.
You can actually send them your instrument cluster. They can check it, and then they can repair it and send it back to you.
No kidding.
And now, I personally haven't used them, but they've been around for a while, and I have recommended them. And you might want to check out their website. It's just instrumentclusters.com. And I'm sure that there's other companies out there that do that. And if it needs to be programmed, I think that they can program it for you before they send it back.
Sure. I'm pretty sure they would probably have to because they want to see if it works or something. All right, I'll go that route too. All right, well, thank you. You gave me some valuable information.
You bet, my friend. You're welcome. Good luck, and let us know if anything comes up.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.